So we're going to talk about posture. We're going to use a wall here as a guide. First thing is you want to make sure you get your hips or your buttock area back to the wall touching so you feel like you're supported and you can relax a little bit. You're going to make sure your feet are forward a bit from the wall, because if they're too far back, you're going to feel like you're going to fall forward on your face. So we don't want that. Feet back or forward just a little bit, hips back. Okay, so we feel a little more supported and comfortable. So speaking of hips, we want to think about there's two halves of the pelvis, so we want to make sure that they're both kind of equally pressed back, that you're not kind of skewed or shifted, pushing back more on one side than the other. You'll feel your weight through your legs change as you adjust that as well. So just make sure that that's kind of balanced out. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to try to roll that pelvis back, so think of that posterior pelvic tilt. Not to be excessive, we just want to think if you put your hands on the sides of your hips here and your pelvis, you want to try to level that bucket out a little bit. Not always going to be possible to make it totally level, but you may need to kind of push your back flat a little bit into the wall and really try to lift up. Speaking of lifting up, you want to think about like a crisscross kind of thing, going from the front bottom part, going up back behind me here as I lift up and back, like my belly button in front of the pelvis area, belt buckle, up and back towards my low back area. Now my chest is going to go up and forward this way. So again, crisscross. And then we come back here with the head and the neck. Now you don't want to, you're going to stretch generally tall, but you don't want to jam your neck back this way. We want to think diagonal, like your head's forward, it's slidden downhill here a little bit. So you're going to slide it gently up the hill and gently tuck the chin, not force it here. The head does not need to be touching the wall, but you want to think about that crisscross. Hips and lower part up and back, chest up and forward, head gently up the hill, going back towards the wall here. And that's kind of shoulders back as well. Speaking of shoulders, we can do kind of a no money kind of thing here, and what's oftentimes helpful to free that up, especially if you have neck issues or shoulder issues or both, is if you pull that back with that no money here and turn your head to the opposite direction, you can really free up a lot of stuff up in here that will help both untether the neck and shoulder. You can do the same thing on the other side like so. And you can also do it with the other wheel things here too, turning the opposite direction here, and then also with this one here, and free up any obstructions or pain. And if you're doing that up one here, if that's too painful, you can always use a wall, like a wall slide here as you turn your head like this, similar to an open window exercise. And that's that.